Tomorrow at sunrise, under the auspicious Pushya star, Rama will be crowned king of Ayodhya. It is the official decree of King Dasharatha and Guru Vasistha, and by now the news has reached every corner of the kingdom. These intricate marigold garlands and elaborate courtyards offer a glimpse into the scale of the celebration. The citizens are literally transforming Ayodhya into a heaven on earth, filling the air with song and lighting every home to welcome their new sovereign. Yet, in a city illuminated by millions of these lamps, a single mind is being consumed by a darkness so thick it threatens to extinguish the joy of the entire nation. For the maidservant Manthara, the cheers echoing through the palace streets feel like a physical assault. She describes a sensation of dread coiling around her chest like a snake, a visceral rejection of the world's celebration for Rama. This sweeping view of the serene riverbanks and rising temples captures Ayodhya at its peak. It is a portrait of a massive, unified kingdom enjoying its final hours of absolute, uninterrupted peace. The fracture of this empire does not begin with an invading army at the gates. It starts here, in the silence of the palace, born from a single poisonous thought allowed to fester in the shadows. Manthara rushes into Queen Kaikeyi's private chambers, intent on injecting her own venomous perspective into the coronation news before the queen hears it from anyone else. She finds Kaikeyi in a state of unadulterated joy. Kaikeyi sees Rama as her own. She has long claimed to love him even more than her birth mother, Kaushalya, and greets the news of his rise with genuine pride. To show her gratitude, Kaikeyi's first instinct is to reward Manthara. She reaches for a priceless royal necklace, offering it as a gift to the messenger who brought her the news of Rama's success. Manthara violently rejects the jewelry. She abandons the role of a servant and assumes the role of a master manipulator, weaponizing Kaikeyi's own innocence against her. Kaikeyi's pure maternal love for Rama, once her greatest virtue, is now her primary weakness. It has left her completely blind to the political machinations that Manthara is about to unveil. Manthara pivots to the one weapon she knows will break the queen: fear. She reframes the coronation as a direct threat to Kaikeyi's own son, Bharat, describing him as a thorn that Rama will eventually have to remove. She describes a future where Rama's kingship reduces Bharat to a slave and leaves Kaikeyi herself at the mercy of Queen Kaushalya, stripped of her status and forced into a life of servitude. Under the weight of this hypothetical ruin, Kaikeyi's reason begins to fail. Her maternal protective instincts take over, replacing her love for Rama with a desperate, panicked need to secure Bharat's survival at any cost. To provide a solution, Manthara reaches into the past. These stone carvings of chariot archers represent the Devasura Sangram, where Kaikeyi saved King Dasharatha's life. Because of this life debt, the king granted Kaikeyi 2 boons. Manthara convinces her to finally call in those markers. The trap is twofold. First, Bharat must be crowned king in Rama's place. Second, Rama must be banished to the forest for exactly 14 years. This 14-year timeline is a cold political calculation. It is the precise duration required for the public's memory of Rama to fade, giving Bharat enough time to consolidate power and establish an unshakable grip on the throne. By identifying and exploiting a mother's deepest fears, Manthara has successfully engineered a political coup, turning a night of celebration into a blueprint for a dynasty's collapse. While the conspiracy takes shape in the queen's chambers, we find King Dasharatha and Rama beside these burning flames. The king is using this Havan ceremony to impart a final sacred lesson on Rajdharma, the duty of a ruler. Dasharatha tells his son that a king belongs to his people. He insists a true ruler must be prepared to sacrifice his wealth, his family, and his own life for the nation without a moment's hesitation. As recorded in the handwritten text of these ancient manuscripts, the laws of Dharma are unyielding. Dasharatha believes he is training a son to wear a crown, but he is actually providing Rama the philosophical foundation he will need to accept banishment. Dasharatha is demanding absolute selflessness from a son who is about to be blindsided by a plot rooted in absolute self-interest. Returning to the palace, Kaikeyi prepares to execute Manthara's instructions. She enters the Kop Bhavan, the chamber of wrath. a place reserved for royal mourning and protest. She methodically removes her jewels, dishevels her hair, and casts herself onto the bare stone floor, transforming herself from a beloved queen into a victim of perceived betrayal. At that same moment, King Dasharatha approaches. He is elated, eager to share the final details of the morning's coronation with the woman he trusts most. As the palace door creaks open, the king steps out of the light of the celebration and into the shadows of the trap. He has no idea that he is crossing the threshold of his own destruction. How will Dasharatha react to Kaikeyi's demands? Can the king survive the choice between his son and his oath? Share your thoughts in the comments, type Jai Shri Ram, and subscribe to see the fallout in episode 14.